Number 10. Pigs. Forget everything you think you know about pigs. These guys aren't just farm animals waiting around for slop. Pigs can learn to play video games using a joystick controlled by their snout, and they actually understand cause and effect while doing it. They remember where food is hidden days later. They recognize their own names, and get this, they can even understand their reflection in a mirror. Most animals just think there's a stranger staring back at them. Number 9. Rats. I know, rats feel like the last animal that deserves respect. But hear me out. Rats can be trained to sniff out landmines in war zones, and they're so light they don't set them off. They also show something called metacognition, which basically means they know what they don't know. In experiments, when a test got too hard, rats would just skip it instead of guessing. That's a level of self-awareness most people don't even give themselves credit for. Number 8. Border collies. Dogs get a lot of love for loyalty, but border collies take brain power to another level. One border collie named Chaser learned over 1,000 words for different objects. Not commands, actual object names. Show her a toy she's never seen before, tell her it's new, and she'll pick it out from a pile just by process of elimination. That's not instinct, that's actual reasoning. Number 7. African gray parrots. There was a parrot named Alex who didn't just mimic words, he understood them. He could count, identify colors, compare shapes, and even express frustration when he was bored with a task. When researchers asked him what color he was, he looked at himself and said gray. He wasn't just repeating sounds, he was answering a question about his own identity. Number 6. Octopuses. This one isn't even a vertebrate, and it's still smarter than most of the animals on this list. Octopuses can unscrew jars from the inside to escape, they use coconut shells as portable armor, and they've been caught sneaking out of their tanks at night to raid a neighboring tank for food, then sneaking back before anyone notices. An invertebrate outsmarting a human aquarium staff. Let that sink in. Number 5. Elephants. Elephants don't just have incredible memory, they have something closer to emotional intelligence. They mourn their dead, they've been seen touching the bones of relatives long after they've passed, and they can recognize themselves in a mirror, which very few animals can actually do. They also cooperate on tasks, like pulling a rope together at the exact same time to get a reward, proving they understand teamwork, not just repetition. Number 4. Crows. If you think birds are simple creatures, crows will humble you fast. They can make and use tools, and not just find them, they actually shape sticks into hooks to pull out food. They hold grudges against specific humans who wronged them and will remember that face for years. They even pass that grudge down to other crows who never met the person. That's basically an oral tradition in a bird. Number 3. Dolphins. Dolphins call each other by name. Each dolphin develops its own unique whistle, kind of like a name tag, and other dolphins in the pod use that whistle to call them specifically. They also use tools, like wrapping sponges around their snouts to protect themselves while foraging on the seafloor. And in captivity, dolphins have been caught tricking trainers, hiding trash to trade in piece by piece for more fish instead of handing it all over at once. Number 2, orangutans. Orangutans have been observed making and using makeshift tools like leaf umbrellas to protect from rain, and sticks to pull fruit from thorny branches without getting hurt. But the wildest part is they plan ahead. They'll choose a sleeping spot for the night based on where fruit trees will be ripe the next morning. That's not instinct, that's literally forecasting the future. Number 1, chimpanzees. And at the very top, chimpanzees. In a famous study, a chimp named Ayumu was shown a sequence of numbers on a screen for less than a quarter of a second. Then the numbers turned into blank squares, and he had to tap them in the correct order from memory. He beat university students at this task consistently. Chimps also use tools to fish termites out of mounds, wage coordinated wars between groups, and pass down cultural traditions to their young. Different tribes literally have different customs.